Okay, energy reading. There's going to be a slight echo because this is done in somewhat of a bucket. Now, I did this candle ritual, what I forget what you call it, non-binding candle spell thing. I did this maybe at least a year ago, and this has been sitting around for quite a while, and you'll see, like, you'll notice, you know, bits of dust around. Let me just zoom in. So, you know, there's also a bunch of like other herbs in there. So let's zoom back out. Okay. Now I did this, I forget exactly, and by the way, when you're doing your little like rituals, like ceremonies, you probably want to write down stuff about it. I don't do it for all of my rituals because this was supposed to be like just act fast on this one, and I'll recollect later. And this was kind of like removing the attachments from another practitioner. I've never met in person, but I have conversed with, interacted with anyway. And before I move further, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from here. See, like right there. And let me see here. What do you want me to get out of here? Okay. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Oh, it is the Page of Swords. Excellent. Okay. So this is studying, okay, with the energetics of Hekate. And I'll tell you a little bit more about this stuff later, but this is about cleaning slate, not necessarily like erasing history, but like I gotta make room for my stuff here. And I was intuitively guided to do it just as so, because this person is very tricky. So, and I still sense their energies around, because let me tell you a little bit about this. Holy crap. This is an ice bucket, okay? I chose it, not particularly because it was an ice bucket, but in hindsight, that means quite a bit when you're trying to ice out someone. And then, I used it mainly because on the interior, it's mirrored. So it's, if there was any kind of like, monkey business energy, then it would reflect back upon itself. So as you know, in candle rituals, and I forget, I don't know why, why I'm forgetting the what this thing is called, but you have two candles here, okay? Usually they don't have to be the same color, but it looks like I had one here and I had one here, and it's, I don't know what type of candles I had here, but obviously there were a bunch of dressings here, and it was encircled by, what do you call it? Just sprinkled all over, pretty much, salt and quite a few types of herbs. And I think you'll be able to tell what kind of herbs on some of them. From what I can tell, obviously chives. Let me see here. Okay, bit of rosemary then. Maybe I threw some incense in there. I don't remember. Okay, so knowing that this is a tricky energy, you know what this person did? Freaking crazy. Okay, it was almost to the end, but it didn't work. Like, I knew I had, well, how do I say it? It didn't completely work because one candle his candle fell into my area before the bindings, like the rope could be completely diminished. And you know what I mean? Like, he invaded my space. So anyway, doing a reading on here, and it looks like there's a parrot here, if you look at that. So let's go ahead and start the reading. Okay, looking at this, I mean, normally, okay, like this, it looks like, okay, a parrot with the beak right out there. the eye right there, obviously the head right there, and a tucked in tail. Okay, so he's kind of like a messenger trying to, like, he's around town, but, and again, we're talking about energetics, not a particular person, because that's not my intent. This is about clearing space so that I can make use of my resources rather than just letting things sit around. And I have a shiz ton of other ritual candles that I need to read up on. So that's when I start doing my practices on that. But again, look, a parrot, someone that repeats, like they learn. This is a learner, so learning from what I like, the language I speak, and of course you want to do that in ensuring more proper and stronger communications with your party of interest. And so that usually revolves around like negotiations or just not just discussion type of energy, but seeking common ground. So something about a wood nose here. Maybe like tapping energy, like woodpecker type of energy, bred with hybrid with a parrot. Okay. I don't know if I've seen a red parrot before. Actually, yeah, red, the blend of red, blue, etc. So, okay, let's see I'm going to go ahead and zoom in right here. This might be a 40-minute read only because there's so much area to cover, but who knows? Okay, it looks like, okay, right here, there's a head, and it's like somebody just like, you know, in Kanye's, one of his, oh no, is it Kanye? Is it Kanye's album? I think so, where there's a bear that's like shooting off into like rocket with a rocket. It's kind of like that, but this is a person holding on to something, and he's looking down like this is where he launched off of. So there's, okay, so that's at the end of the beak. So I think it's someone not just detaching, but that's by default, but someone actually growing based on that Page of Swords energy upright. Energetics that are growing past what they've previously said. So this is not like just eating crow or eating their words, or having like having their foot in their mouth, but this is elevating, and this is like growing from what was once said before. So there's that energy. Okay, anything else? And the brain right here is basically like a torch here. You see, a lit match. So someone that is more aware of, more enlightened about their situation. So in here, what it looks like, let me just zoom in real quick. It looks like there is, okay, no, that's rosemary, so that must be a cord right there, the black, and that must be a remaining type of cord as well, if not a portion of the wick. I did allow them to burn all the way down to get the most out of this particular ritual. What else here? Okay, so moving down to there. Let me see if there's anything that I can get out of that. Again, also like kind of like an ostrich type of energy. So there's the neck, maybe more like a vulture, because there's like that fluff right there. And then there's the bust, the beginning of a bust. But here you see like there's the eye, and then there's the vulture's beak, right? Yeah, I feel like that. So there's like a vulture right there. And I had to determine whether he was like speaking like mad shit with that, the bottom of the beak right there. But I didn't really get that because it kind of took away from the animation of what, like it stopped looking like a vulture. But I know that to be a particular vulture. That's what it is. Right before it is like this fairy with wings across. You see, like, so they're both like upright like this. That's the top, this is the bottom. So left side, right side. So that's the picture of it. Okay, so symbolically speaking, there's divine forces like Fae, Deva, Deva type of energies that are conversing with like carnivores basically. These are opportunists by nature, in waiting for something to fall. You know, when they say like pick on someone, like on their worst days or more average days, it's the kind of energy that you would say like pick on someone your own size, but they're doing things that are done by their nature. So this is not as aggressive energy, because again, we didn't have like that bok bok talk type of energy here. That's not the first impression that I got. There's kind of a skeletal energy here. It reminds me of Lucy. If you can see the head right there, that's the hair. You know, it's kind of like a bob with like the upturned bangs, kind of what I remember Lucy and Peanuts gang. And then you see like the eyes and the nose and the mouth. It's kind of roughly sketched into there. If you just kind of blur into it, it's more of like an anime expression. But I didn't get a particular expression, just like roughly viewing it. The hair more focused on was more of like Lucy in the Peanuts gang. Now I forgot what her characteristics were, but I definitely got that there. Especially focusing more on the hair as well as the skin here. Not so much as like the dots. Okay. Anything else that I see from here? Now I'm just going to do like a quick simple read, because I'm not going to devote, I don't want to devote too much time here. Black soot. Why is that there? It's not really soot. What is that? Oh, that's weird. Other herbs, perhaps. Okay, so let me just zoom out so I can get like a bigger, broader view. Okay, do I need my glasses? I think I'm okay because I'm nearsighted. Okay. And what else do we see from here? I see a happy dog right there. Long snout, upturned nose, smile, sad, like eyes. Just the best of it. Again, so we're seeing expressions that are impressions of, you know, positive energies coming through. And maybe this is a new energy as far as like clean slating. Like this dog is showing me the paw. The first paw is shown here. The second one kind of tucked under here, kind of like a constellation. But the first one has like this platform shoe on with the chives. So there's something cartoony within the cartoony man's best friend energy. So this particular energy, although intrusive, like did not want to obviously let me go. Like there was like kind of, you know, when some people are very I hate to use the word desperate, but like when they've worn out like their welcome, and one of the strategies in trying to keep around somebody is to integrate humor, and rather than like rather than like begging, like humor tends to be more effective. What else do I see? I see another dog energy here. The face bust is facing this way, ear up right there, other ear turned in. Then we got the eye here, you know, like, and then like a cheek right there, and then a snout right there, slightly open, like you see the bottom jaw right there, slightly there. So another dog energy here, not sure why, but it's kind of like a hunter type of dog, like a pointer, just because the nose is pointing to that direction. I don't know, like it looks more of like a Lady and the Tramp type of energy, like that kind of dog, except not as like long-haired on that. That's interesting. Okay. So we have dog owners here, obviously. I don't know how much that means anything to anybody, but maybe it's more of like a friendly type of energy, like don't be mad. I think that is sage, if I'm not mistaken, that was being burned. Let me just double check. Yeah, now you see it a lot more, huh? Okay. Anything else that I want to read from here? I do see a witch here. It looks like riding a broom, like kind of almost like snowboarding. Do you see this? Like that's the back. You see the arms. That's one arm. That's one arm, and that's the head right there. And there's like a dolphin shark like right there. But you see the legs right there, and then that's the board. So, but this is a snowboarding, like a new school type of witch. This is riding through the premises, almost like adventure, like that's like how crazy fast things are going. And there's like a big hat. There's a big hat that she's wearing. Yeah, definitely. So there's something about that, like dolphin, shark, like it's a fierce dolphin type of energy there. When I'm getting like big hat here, when we're talking about practitioners, witches, warlocks, etc., I'm talking more about like big top energy, like big wigs, big wig. So this is a very different kind of witch or practitioner. Yeah. Anything else that, I mean, I could go on reading quite a bit for this, but I'm more focused on, you know, cleaning up and repurposing this for something else. Okay, so we got the dog energy there. Okay. Anything else you want to read from this? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this a bit around here. So this is more of like some type of a monkey type of energy. You see like that bottom part of the face, big eyes, and some sort of like a mohawk type of. This is something like Clifford the Big Red Dog, but also like goofy, like a goofy monkey, a goofy like rebel monkey. So there's some kind of energy that has that type of characteristic. It's useful, and this is very much internalized. I wouldn't say like, because he has like Ren and Stimpy type of eyes, right? There's a lot more to this character, this type of energy. Again, I'm getting new school, you know, like when they say like Gen Z, a millennial, alpha, blah, blah, blah. I think this is more of like the younger energy. A higher percentage rate on that, definitely. Okay. Let me see here. Is there anything else that I want to get out of this? Again, like another dog here. You see? Smiley face, nose, eyes, like kind eyes, or like upturned eyebrows. And then, but like the bottom part of it, like the body part of it is kind of like a cape, like Zero in Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. Okay. So they could be a drummer too. Look, there's, you know, those two chives are like drums. What else? Somebody could also play dominoes. Like I haven't played dominoes in like such a long time, but those dots right there, like it pulls attention to the rest of the dots, and it just reminds me of like an array of what you would find in playing that game. Anything else here that we want to dig up? I do see the upper part of a skull. You see how like bulbous that is? Definitely like the top part of a skull, there would be the eyes right there, and then like narrowing down there would be the mouth. So there's some kind of circle here. Yeah, it's very much defined. Okay. Is that where the other one was? Probably. So some kind of dark energy there, but like it could be ancestral. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Someone's swimming. You see, like, that's the head. There's the arms here, so it face down into the wave right there. Head, arms, then feet right here. This is a swimmer going, swimming into the tide. Also an owl type of energy here with the dot dot and the sharp ears there. Huh. Interesting. Somebody likes anime here because like I don't get very many cartoony things here usually. I do see one of these animals that I like are similar to an anteater, but I don't know what it's called. So like long nose, a dot, like those eyes there, open mouth, and like this weird body. So this is kind of animal that is like those hairless cats. What do you call them? Siamese? No, is it Sharpei? No, is that a dog? I don't freaking know, but that's what that thing is. Anything else here that I'm going to call out? A sad hummingbird. Let's see. Eyes, beak, cut off. So someone that was, you know, just like a happy-go-lucky type of spirit, spirited energy, that didn't have the ability to go around and, you know, get a taste of life. You know, like, I don't know what it is. Like, it could also be somebody's on a diet or something, because this large body over here, usually hummingbirds don't have, like, they would have a more petite type of body. But someone's on a diet they're not happy with. I don't understand this. But yeah. It could also be like, you know, someone who hasn't really had a good taste of life in their navigations. So, you know, that could lead to depression and overeating, etc. So there's something about that there. That's the inverse of that. I do see like another dog energy, except like it's a dark dog energy. You see there's an eye right there, another eye right there, snout, smile, and then like these freaking horns. Like it's, you see what I'm talking about? I just heard that there's something about a specific pact, like a dog pact. Not everyone's part of it, but there are some that are kind of linked to each other, the supposed pact. But it seems like everyone has their own personality, and things are happening within their own energetics, like their own localities, while they're under the same umbrella, that are shifting things. Yeah, you see, like, there's the eyes right there. There's a nose, like a jack-o'-lantern type of nose, like a cutout right there. And then the mouth, like, dot, dot, dot type. It's loading. Something is loading. In fact, something is loading, like, there's a bubble of something about to be said. Like, this is kind of like blowing bubblegum. I don't know. There's something like that there. Somebody with, like, curly hair right there. Something about somebody about to say something. I don't know. Okay, so shifting again. Anything else that needs to be said out of this? There's some kind of a bonfire here. Somebody's like at camp or something. But there's also something about like cheers. You see that arm raised up with a glass right there and some kind of like winter hat. There's a face and like a smoke right there. Cheers. There's a bunch of glasses all around, so he's in a crowd. Someone's celebrating something. You don't see the people that are all around. So there's an implication of that. Okay. Someone very angry here. You see the eyes right there, you know, narrowed in. There's a nose. There's a big frown right there. It has that kind of Homer mouth right there, like the kind of like the inverse 5 o'clock shadow. Kind of lingering around, like fighting with, I don't know, some, because there's nothing right there. What is that? Okay. So this energetic is getting, feels like up against the wall. You see, right, I'm getting closer here. It looks like someone is kind of up against the wall. There's the torso, there's her hand. It's a her, it's a she. And she has one arm here, one arm like close to her head, like she's talking, like on the phone or something. And then her, that's her head with her hair like in a bob cut straight. There's someone like a smaller kid or some smaller energy here. Their back turned like blonde haired ponytail, kind of like apologizing to this energetic or something. So weird. What is this? I guess people will know once they, like, this is a conglomerate of energy. But look, this is one energy, like, looking at themselves, like a reflection. Is that truly a reflection? Or is that, let me see here. Yeah, it's a reflection, but there's a reflective type of energy here. I don't know what this energy's business is of that, the one that looks angry. Let me see here. No, I can't see it again. I lost the angry person. Huh. Where was that angry person? Okay. I don't see the angry person anymore. I guess I got over it pretty quickly. Oh, now I see it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's like the person has, that energy has their fist up. So it's like, why I oughta? Okay. Looking at that, like, what? I don't know what this particular person's business is, but they're somehow linked. This is a big energy, though, you know? Okay. Anything else that I want to say about this? Okay. I do see a dragon energy, like a Loch Ness monster type of energy emerging with the bust facing that way. You see how it emerges? There's the rest of the body kind of emerged. Also representative of kind of like the frontal portion of a Viking ship. What does this all mean? Okay, a happy face, like a happy energy here. Dot, dot, nose, mouth right there, looking in on this situation here. Okay. Yeah, everyone has their own. This is great because everyone looks like they're starting to formulate their own understandings and they have their own comprehension of like what's going on in total. They're not just doing like the, what is it, crowd think type of energy. Okay, anything else here? I don't know. Looking at it more like this looks like vomit. I don't know why. I think it's the hue, maybe the peachy type of energy. Okay, what else do I need to know here? There is definitely a dark practitioner here. Like in the shadows, like that's the hair. It's a female energy, and that's like the hand creeping out with the hands right there, and another one kind of like here, but it's like in putting something into, I don't know. There's something there. Like there's voodoo. You see, there's like a person, like a body, then that's the head part. So it's doing some kind of voodoo. You see, like there's the eyes right there. That's the frontal part of the face, and then there's like there's the hair, like in a bun or something. Practitioner doing voodoo. Dark practitioner. Forcing like a bleeding out, more like trying to like let out more life, more blood than what the body actually contains. So this is a very, very dark, ruthless type of energy. Hidden in plain sight. Yeah, this is definitely a vomit energy. See, there's a frontal part of the face, open mouth, and then like bleh. So this is bleeding. Because this dark practitioner did something, it's like worn on her sleeve. Her sleeve is marked, you see? And so this something is happening to somebody that they care about, some relative. There's something about that there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, let me see if there's anything else here. I don't really see very much else. I don't want to devote too much time on here, even though it's already been about 30 minutes. I do get like a profile bust of an energy facing the right side, chin, you see on that lighter gray area. Kind of like, it's kind of like a they type of energy, you know, like using pronouns or whatever, like what do you identify as or whatever, like, because the hair looks like it's a ponytail, but it's like a thick ass ponytail, like a female almost. But then there's a chin, which is kind of like bearded right there, like jutting out. And I'm not exactly sure. There's some kind of, hold on, you see the ponytail goes out and forward and a little bit down. Unless I'm seeing it in, there's something, the center. Let me see if I'm looking at that correctly. Hold on. That's what I'm seeing. My channel is LGBTQ type of friendly, so there's someone though in part of this where, yeah, they're also holding like beers, you know, to celebrate, right? There's one in one hand, one in the other, facing towards this energy here. Huh. in that, you know, celebration thing. I'm getting, you know, the big pink elephant in the room, except it's a big red one. The big nose right here, closed eyes, and then the one ear right there. Getting that. There's also something else. Also a sleeping turtle face right there. Okay. Someone's turtle is sick, you know. Or someone's, or this is an energetic where someone's starting to feel like a little slow and sluggish and needs some recoup. Definitely. Like they're watching like childhood type of cartoons, something like that. Like Barney or My Little Pony or some kind of thing to cheer themselves up. It's that like bedridden kind of energy. Okay. And it looks like we're kind of back here now. So I think that's it for this particular one. That was an odd one. So give me a second because I need to put this up so I can read the rest of the information. Oopsie. Okay. Oopsie. Shoot. Hold on. Derpsy, derpsies. Okay, I'll do it like that. Okay. 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 So, I'm gonna pull a few cards at this. Okay. Using this deck, the Hayworth Tarot. Anything else that you want to say with regards to this particular energy? My divine panel. Is it Happy Friday? Almost there. Oh my goodness. That one. 10 of Pentacles. So part of the wealth that is attained is only seen after the passage of time. Partially after, let's say, I'm long gone. You see, like there's something about a leaving. Yeah, this is more about growth in the learning process. Okay. Anything else that you want to say, my divine panel? The Lover's card, for sure. That's interesting. Because red candles are usually affiliated with love spells. And I know that particular one was to separate energies. So this is self-actualization. This is the betterment of all within the primary quarters, which is the self, the temple. This is getting to better understand self relative to the whole and the functionings of the processes. So this is gaining better respect for the processes, seeing it all kind of like play out in its highest form, like before and after type of energy. And what were we going to say? I said getter on what I felt like was accident, but I think I'm supposed to download or channel something from Getter. So 106 is the angel number here. Is there anything else that you want to say? Oh, my eyes look really light there. Okay. Ace of Cups. This is basically a geyser of you know, like a volcano, except this is water, for sure, coming through. So in understanding the undercurrents, this is let me get another thing, because that's a refresher for sure. It's like clearing it from the bottom, except with no, like, this is sobriety as well. Like, any enjoyment is reached on a sober level. It's not like bottoms up type of happiness. Is happiness coming from the bottom to the top. And it's sometimes hard to pin that down. But that's what we're doing here. Empress. For sure. Oh my god, I got it down pat. Look. Okay, so it's like, is this Archangel Michael's sword like handing it to me? Like, I'm pinning it down, but then I'm doing it like as if that's my sword right there. That's the point of it. But then look, I am the freaking magician. It's pointed downwards here. So this is accurate. Top of the deck energy is death. So again, transformation. Again, this is more of like a before and after energy, realizations, and just transformed energy. Yeah, so the best thing to take away from this, you know, snippet is that things are turning out for not just the better, but for the best of the sum. As you can see, the ratio of ill workings and ill intent are reduced. How do I say it? The ratio of ill intent is reduced to indicate and isolate the energetics of where the ill workings are coming from, the origination point. So this is kind of like collective detective work. Very cool. Clarifying that. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, collective detective work. Just keep digging. Interesting. Okay. Like, you'll figure it out. Like, kind of in hindsight, you see the passage of time as if what we're doing acts as a time teller of like a sundial. So our shadow energy is like trying to figure out what we're doing, like in motion, but in due time it'll be more cohesive, because this only arises when there's light energy, like sun type of energy. So once the sun is down, once the day is closed, just as like this week is nearing to a close, it'll all come together. That's what they're saying. Like pencils down, shovels down, etc. Cool. All right, so what are my 3 takeaways? My divine panel. Takeaway number 1 is Knight of Wands. Being confident. When you come and go on here. This is like a flamethrower. So this is in these doings, within these practices. So this is like the best way of, you know, staying focused. I heard staking. So presenting and or being present, as well as presenting your magic to the table. So it's not in the throwdown of allowing people to trigger you and thinking that it warrants a response, but more so saving that energy and using it for practices like such as this, and more practical energy in progress. It's like staying in, what is it, focusing in your, like on your own plate already as is. And so this is the magic of like a dragon energy, being able to, this is the preparatory energy of like spewing out fire. So they're saying, my elementals and divine panel is saying, like, Tina, what you're doing is fire, you know, with your magic. So be very confident in your display of not just power, but truly strength. Because that has residual energetics. So this is like something that lasts for more than just a moment. That it's not like a showcase of like, wow, you know, like clickbait type of energy where people like tune in and they're like, oh, that's, you know, that's cool, wow, okay, now we go home, etc. This is more of a memorable, like a lasting memory where it's kind of bound to I'm hearing this sacredness of one's learning. So that becomes, because it's longer lasting, because of the truth of the the intent behind it. That's what people's takeaway, like that's their takeaway. So that's definitely dragon energy. That's what do you call it, legendary type of energy, mythical type of energy, magical, protector type of energy. Yeah. So like a dragon is kind of like man's best friend energy. So it's like dragon is to warrior as dog is to man, you know. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what is my second takeaway on this? Psh, what is this? Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Why is this like a common thing now? I don't feel heartache or disappointment. You know, in parting with that energy from a while ago, I'd have to say probably over a year ago, maybe two. I don't know. But I don't remember experiencing like heartbreak type of energy. Maybe some disappointment, yeah. But let me get a clarifier for that. I mean, because like this is another iteration of saying like you're slaying, you know, like you're a heartbreaker. Is that what that energy is? I mean, if we're doing like a love reading, some people would call it that. That's a clarifier. Oh, two. Okay. The Chariot card and the King of Swords energy. It's kind of both. It's kind of both energies from what I just talked about, because this is moving through, like gaining traction, but this is like I'm not letting anyone stand in my way type of energy. Rather than it being straight up ruthless, it's unwavering type of energy, determined. It's another formation of a warrior. So rather than the happy-go-lucky magical type of energy, the dragon spirit is carrying over to something more substantial. Like this is not just who I am, but I am going places as I'm meant to. So it has a bit of like the heartbreaker type of energy. Like it's no offense, like I gotta do what I gotta do. And you're just not en route to there. And whatever the case, I don't remember. I think that was a summary of it. It's slaying. It's just moving through with intent. And executing on that level. It's executive energy. it's definitely executive energy. Okay, so what is my third takeaway? Queen of Pentacles. For sure, this is a businesswoman. Interesting why it popped up with that. It's a few that came, or two that came up with it right behind it, but Queen of Pentacles. Again, like that mirror energy. So in looking at that bucket, starting off with the premise of it, and reflecting back on that, there's quite a bit I can take away from that. If we're looking at the dark energies, I know that there's something past life with that. Like I have the ability to do dark workings as well. So it's giving me insight to that. I don't resort to those measures because I mean, unless I really have to, but it's showing me that I have more of a love for life than not. So this is how I know this is because there's an image here of like a baby like wrapped in like a bundle, you know. That's usually how it is. That's for like unicorn energy. Like in all this mess, that's what that is. Yeah, as a Queen of Pentacles. And she's serious about making something out of making something work. Taking opportunities as provided. And so I know this because like there's just, when we're looking at like high fashion, we're also looking at the modernization. There's something about like industrial revolution type of energy. But there's like big hats here, as well as again the big hat energy. So hidden in plain sight here is the Queen of Wands energy, the witch, if not the high priestess, because there's like the violets in there. So there's a combination here, and it's kind of like the masked hero energy here, but it's recognizing that in oneself, and that's what I was saying here. In high fashion, looking at detail, I forget what you call it, but the details. So it's, there's three. So we got the millinery here, old-fashioned like hat design, as well as what do you call this? Is it haute couture? Something like that. In the details. So then we got the three buttons here. So and that's Three of Pentacles right there. Definitely. So it came up with these two. Okay, now it's trailing off with that one. I think that's the Four of Swords right there. But King of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords here. So yeah, Four of Swords here. Okay, so I've got 12 here, being objective. Okay, so there is someone well-liked. Well, I think this is 50-50 when they're in reversal. But it's definitely someone well-known, half liked, half not, within their realm. But definitely someone well-known. Remaining objective, Eight of Swords, they're choosing to stay like close enough. Shh, don't say anything. But it's also, and I know this because it's a total of 12 swords here, which is Hangman energy. So definitely it's somebody like in disguise, like also like a, what do you call it? A flame blower kind of thing. But there's something about kind of watching me while I sleep. What the frick? Yeah, because they find likeness in me. Four of Swords energy. That's getting some rest. And I know this because there's the Three of Swords here on the board. I'm going back to the Three of Swords energy and like me staying guard as well. So yeah, someone's kind of like watching me on that. Okay. Those are my three takeaways. I think I don't think it's a threatening energy, otherwise they would show me that. I think it's more so just I noticed that I have a variety of admirers, and some of them are well gifted. Some, you know, have other things to learn. Some like, but there's a likeness. Like, I don't have to feel too far apart from this world. And what I've shared thus far, I think, not just in the aspects of teaching, but also being receptive to not just my teachings being taken in, but also my spirit, like what I put behind it, who I am, is also taken in to them. Like, so I've there's a certain level of fondness and built-in loyalty, it looks like, based on those cards there. So that's an achievement in itself. Okay, summary card. Final say on this one. 11:49 p.m. Temperance, yeah, so just chill. It came up with this thing too. You can see it's 3 of Cups, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So definitely everything is in flow and in stride. This is well balanced. Intuition. You can see both sides and read between the lines of intuition on opposing parties. And so it's like bridging that gap. People don't always know who I am, like the messaging that, like the energy that's behind the messaging. They don't particularly always know my identity, but a lot of people do. And this is kind of the angelic touch that flows to like a golden touch, Midas touch. So I'm granted these specialties of learnings and being able to channel that through. So it's very well celebrated on that measure. And sometimes we can't see those who are celebrating us, but just knowing and trusting that there are identities behind it, that these are not just hypothetical energies or energies that are far from our frame of mind and timeline, that that it's not just like cosmic energies like off in another galaxy, etc. Not to speak poorly upon that, but it's more like we identify better once in closer proximity, in tangible state. So knowing that that is here, regardless of whether or not we're going to be able to see the identities behind this, we know that it exists within close proximity. And it also reaches the cosmic or angelic realm as well as round. Yeah, there's a bucket right there. This is more like a trash bin, but yeah, that's interesting, huh? Okay. Also, good summary. Yeah, this is really good. And behind this, there's also an energy of like, if we're looking at like lightsabers, this is the handle where it's like double-edged, but there's a flow in it, a flow of energetics. So this is kind of like 3 of Wands here. If not 3 of Swords, or 6 of Swords even, if we're looking, you know, doubled up. So whether it's 3 of Wands, which is your ships are coming in, something's about to come through because of this energetic play, cosplay, co-pilot play, it's successful because it could be 3 and 3, so 6 of Wands is success. This is victory. It could be 3 of Swords. Yeah, going back to that energy of slaying and doing what you gotta do for the greatest good, slaying at that, or like the heartbreak energy. So that's 3 of Swords, or that could be 6 of Swords, which is finding that calm. And it's like all together now. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. Yes, thank you. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength. I said power, didn't I? I think I did. To pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael's blue flame for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification in me, only me, hassle-free, no attachment, no doubt, except with, there's no attachment except for all bonus points included. But now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of sequence of what did dude I'm let's go back at this, okay. And the sequence of rollout in my love, I close the portals in this reading. Now